Hello everybody and welcome. This is Adrian. Thank you so much for joining me today. And today I want to talk about Age of Civilizations 2. So, this is going to be, as you guys have probably guessed from the title of this video, this is going to be an impressions / review of the game. Sorry, give me just a second. I feel like for some reason, I feel like this audio is too loud. I don't know. Did I change anything or something? Just the audio seems kind of loud to me in my monitors, but okay. So anyway, I've had some time with the game, probably about maybe 3 hours or so, and I just kind of want to talk about my experience with the game, whether or not I've enjoyed it, what's good about it, what's bad about it. First off, I want to say thank you to all the new viewers. I guess this game has kind of exploded on the channel and on YouTube. Apparently, I was one of the first YouTubers ever to make a video on this video on this game, which surprises me because actually this game is, I'll admit, it surprised me. It's actually pretty fun. It's a pretty fun and enjoyable experience, in my opinion. So yeah, so thank you to all the viewers and everybody who's come out here to the channel. I really appreciate it. So let's jump into the game. Like I said, this is impressions / review. It's not gonna be as formal. I just want to discuss about the game, whether or not you should buy it, this or that, what to expect, what not to expect. So first, let's talk about the good things. I would say there's a decent amount of strategic depth to this game, but also on the other hand, it's not daunting or so complex that you cannot. Holy shit, Scotland conquered all of England. Sorry, I didn't even know that. So this game is not so daunting to where you can't learn, you know, how the game works and all that. It's not like Hearts of Iron 4. It's not like EU4. Those games to newcomers, especially to strategy, can be quite daunting to people. And this game is not that. I think this game is actually fairly simplistic to pick up and learn. I find that to be pretty cool. It's one of those things where it's like it's easy to learn, it's difficult to master. At least in the time that I've had with the game, it doesn't seem so difficult to learn. It does seem difficult to master though. It seems difficult to kind of get a grasp on things, but it's an enjoyable experience. It's fun. It's an enjoyable experience. The graphics are actually pretty decent for a game that costs $4.99 in your respective currency. I mean, I got this game for free, and I already think I've gotten way more than my money's worth. Just because, well, one, I've been able to make videos on it for YouTube, and you guys love the videos. But two is I've actually had a pretty enjoyable experience with this game. I do wish I had more time to play it. I honestly actually would say that, excuse me, because of my experience with this game and because how much my channel enjoys it, I'm actually probably gonna be playing this game as a staple of my channel from now on. It's fun. It's enjoyable. I particularly love the budget mechanics. I love and I hate how simplistic warfare is. Warfare is really, apart from just some little bonuses here because of watchtowers and castles and fortresses and such, warfare is a little too simplistic for my taste. It's really just a numbers game. There's no random. I like that it's not so random. It's much more you can kind of estimate how well you're going to do in a war based on the strength of your armies. And by strength, I mean the numbers. You know, EU4 sometimes, and to a certain extent, Hearts of Iron 4 and Crusader Kings 2 can be quite frustrating because there is a random number generated element to combat and to warfare. And I don't have that issue here. And on the one hand, that's a good thing. On the other hand, it makes the game a little simplistic. It makes the game a little too bare bones. But then again, this game's only $4.99. I can't complain. Warfare is just, it's simplistic, it's whatever, you know, and it's not always a bad thing. Simplicity is not always a bad thing. Like I said, it's easy to learn, it's easy to pick up. EU4, Hearts of Iron 4 can be quite frustrating and daunting, especially to new players, just because of how fucking complex they are. There's a lot of random elements to it. There's a lot of little nitpicks that you have to kind of figure out, and it can take a long time. This game doesn't seem to have that. And I can appreciate that. Some people might not like that. Some people enjoy the complexity of games like that. I mean, I'm all for it as long as it's enjoyable. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed learning this game, learning warfare. It's pretty cool. So there's that. Like I said, the game is easy to learn. Warfare is pretty simplistic. It's not the worst thing in the world. I've seen worse. I've seen games where warfare can be, you know, just it's too bare bones or it's too frustrating. So I'm good with that. The graphics are actually, like I said, pretty nice for a game that costs $4.99. I can't complain. A lot of people have asked me why my game looks so good. I don't really know what people mean by that. I'm playing in a resolution of 2560 by 1440. I've got anti-aliasing on. I've got, you know, just all the basic settings. I really haven't changed anything. And people have asked me, why does your game look so good? I really don't exactly know what you guys mean by that. Let me know if there's something in detail that I can help you guys out with. I don't know. I think the game looks pretty nice. I think it definitely looks inspired by something like EU4, but at the same time, it's got kind of a character of its own. It reminds me of something like Risk or a board game, but it looks just really nice. It looks awesome. And particular game features that I do like, I like the assimilation mechanic. I like, you know, this decree mechanic. I do think it could be probably fleshed out maybe a little bit. I like the way structures work. I like the turn-based mechanic. I actually think I think I might prefer real time as far as like a time mechanic. I think I might prefer something like real time, like say, you know, EU4 or any of the Paradox Grand strategy games. But I have to admit, turn-based isn't that bad for this game. Turn-based is not bad. It's not the worst thing in the world. I could definitely imagine a real-time strategy game that is much worse than this game, and at the same time, there are turn-based games that are better than this game, that are more refined. The Civilization series comes to mind, but you know, those games are a lot more expensive. They're developed by a lot more people, and so I have to admit, I'm impressed by how well this game actually does work from a turn-based perspective. I love the mechanics, all the mechanics. The diplomacy mechanic, I think the AI might be a little easy, but that's just me. I'm only playing on normal difficulty AI anyway, so you know, that's just me. I love the population mechanics. I love this cultural sort of mechanic where your actual physical population is actually split up into these cultural minorities that have their own, you know, countries and such involved with them. I think it's actually pretty cool. I love that there are different government forms. I love the map modes. You know, there's a lot of thought put into this game. It seems to scratch the surface of, you know, some people might say it's simplistic. I actually think for all that you're getting, all the ways that the mechanics work together, I actually think this game is fairly complex. I actually think it's pretty cool. It's not, like I said, it's not daunting. It's not overly complex. And I really appreciate that about this game, about Age of Civilizations 2. There's been a lot of thought put into the mechanics and how things work together. And I really appreciate that. Lucas, the developer, the guy who made this game, he's on his own. He's a sole developer. I have to commend him for the mechanics and the way that things work together. You know, the way that you build troops, how expensive it is, the way that combat works, the way that movement works. For example, I can click this army, move here, and I can, like, you know, split the army here, move, you know, decide how many units I want to send to where, the watchtowers, you know, everything, the way that ports work, the way that, you know, naval landings work. It's well thought out. I have to appreciate it. It is a good system. It works well. It's simplistic, but it's been well thought out, and all the little different features work together. You know, the level of technology, you know, that how the world advances in technology, it's fucking pretty cool. You know, it's directly tied to the investment that you put into your own country. If you don't research stuff, your technology level is going to suffer. If you don't, you know, put research into your population growth, your population won't grow. It's just that easy. And I really have to appreciate the way the game works. You know, the economy, the way the economy levels work, you know, the economic points, the passive growth of your economy over time. It's fucking pretty cool. I have to admit, it's very well thought out. So let's get into the things that I don't like. It's actually not that much, not too much, a little few nitpicks here and there. For example, I think that the amount of time that each turn takes, I think it's somewhere, I want to say each turn is like 3 to 4 months. I'm actually not even entirely certain. I don't know if the developer can give me an actual answer on that. I think it's a little arbitrary. I wish turns were like 4 turns per year. So for example, if the game started in like 1st of January 1440, one turn would put you in like April, you know, and then another turn would put you in what's that, April, May, June, July, you know, so like, you know, fall, winter, spring, summer, you know, that sort of thing. I would appreciate to see something like that. Not a big deal. It's just the passage of time is a little arbitrary, which can make, you know, it takes you out of reality. This game is actually quite realistic, I would say, or at least it is trying to put itself in a realistic sort of position. It's not trying to be, you know, fantasy. It's not trying to be unrealistic, you know, with the population mechanics. I mean, you know, each country even has a ruler that has a goddamn Wikipedia page, you know. This game has tried very hard to be placed within reality, and I commend that. I can respect that, you know. I've got no problem with that. A lot of it, you know, is actually pretty cool to kind of check out and to appreciate, you know. So, but yeah, so one of the nitpicks I have, like I said, is that the passage of time is a little arbitrary. Another is that the attention to historical detail is, you know, it's okay. For example, Hungary right now apparently has King Sigismund as his ruler, but King Sigismund was dead in the year 1440. And yet at the beginning of the game in 1440, King Sigismund is the king of Hungary. Just kind of weird. It's a little strange, you know? I don't know. It's just those little things. It's not the worst thing in the world. It just, for how much this game, how much thought has been put into it, kind of a strange decision on the developer's part to have, you know, like at the start of the game, Hungary has a ruler that's already been dead, right? That's already dead. And I can even click on the Wikipedia page and actually read about him, you know? And so it's a little strange. I don't know. I understand though that he's got limited resources, limited time. I'd like to see some more work put into that aspect. You know, that's just me. And another gripe I have about this game is there's a hot seat multiplayer feature where I believe you can enable in your games to have like some random person hot seat into a country of your game, but there's no actual way to like set up a lobby and, you know, like set up a lobby and like join them in a game and all that. There's no actual core multiplayer functionality. It's kind of a shame, but like I said, the game is only $4.99, so I can't beat it for that. That it's forgivable. That part of the game is in my opinion forgivable, you know, and that's what it is. You know, it's the game's $4.99. You know, if it doesn't have multiplayer, it doesn't have multiplayer. I actually think the AI is pretty decent, to be honest. You know, not the worst AI in the world. Yeah, honestly, besides that, those are my big gripes. Is the passage of time is a little arbitrary. No multiplayer, at least no dedicated multiplayer. And then just the attention to historical detail is sometimes off. But other than that, this game is actually pretty fun. Ooh, one more thing. The save game feature is kind of weird. For example, if I save this game right now, okay. Well, actually, this happened to me. I was playing a campaign as the Ottoman Empire, and I was probably at turn 500 or so, and I saved the game and exited out of the game, and for some reason it put me back here at turn 448 for my save game. I don't really know why. It's a little weird, and so I can go to load game, and my save is from 448. I really don't know why. That's kind of weird. You know, I would have. I don't know exactly what's going on with that. I really don't, to be perfectly honest. I'd appreciate if the developer had something to say about that. But for example, like I have to stop recording my Let's Play campaign because now my actual save game file is way far behind where I ended the previous episode, and I can't recover that game file or anything. So it's weird. It's strange. I don't know. I don't know if that was me or if I did something or something happened. I have no idea. No clue. So anyway, that's just what it is. So that's the good, that's the bad. Overall, do I recommend this game? If you're expecting something like EU4 or Hearts of Iron 4, Victoria 2, with those levels of quality, I would say you may be disappointed with this game. But if you're looking for a game that's similar to all those games, even those games put together, and you're willing to forgive a few, you know, holes here and there, for $4.99, this game's actually pretty fucking fun. I gotta admit, I want to play more of this game. I want to do more with this game. Gotta admit, I'm impressed. I would have to say bravo to Lucas. I really do. I think this game's pretty fun. And I want to play it more. That's my verdict. Just know I got this game for free. Take that as you will. Would you pay $4.99 for this game? Let me know down below in the comments down below. If you've already been playing this game, let me know if you enjoy it. I like this game. I think it's fun. I don't mind playing it. I want to play it some more. We'll see what happens. I'll see maybe if I don't enjoy this game as much with time, or if I love it even more. I'm not sure. So let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know if you guys are going to play this game, or if you already have. Let me know what you guys think about it. And I will see all of you in the next video. So thank you so much for watching as always. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much.